The next time you make baked potatoes, cook an extra 3 or 4 to make this hearty, tasty, loaded baked potato soup. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a great dish. I've made this several times. This tastes fantastic. It's literally like eating a baked potato in a soup. I mean, that's what it is. This is loaded baked potato soup. And what we have is 4 baked potatoes. These are russets. I recommend using that because of the starch and the taste and everything else. We're gonna take the skin off of those and we're gonna cut those into cubes. I've got a cup of mild cheddar and a cup of sharp cheddar, 2 cups of chicken stock. In this, I have 1 cup of half and half and 2 cups of low-fat milk. We've got 4 tablespoons of butter. We have a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. I have 2 cloves of garlic, finely minced, a 1/4 cup of yellow onions, chopped finely, and I've got 8 strips of crispy bacon we're gonna crumble for this. We're gonna use about a cup of sour cream, and I think that's it. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get the skin off the potatoes, and I'm probably gonna start it with a knife. Probably be easier to do right after you bake them while they're still hot. These have been in the refrigerator all night. So I used a vegetable peeler and a knife a little bit so I could leave most of the brown on there. I didn't get all this one off, as you can see. So I'm gonna come back here. Cube these up. And we'll just go in and check a few of them here. All right, so I saved about a tablespoon of the bacon fat from when I cooked the bacon. And to that, I'm going to add the 4 tablespoons of butter. Get that melted. And once it melts, we're gonna put in the 1/4 cup of yellow onions. And the last, cook those for 1 to 2 minutes. And then we're gonna add the garlic for about 90 seconds. And then we're gonna make a roux with the flour and the fat that we have in here. All right, the rest of that'll melt. We're gonna go ahead and put the onions. That's a 1/4 cup of yellow onions. I've got 2 cloves, minced garlic, freshly minced. You could put in garlic powder. You could put in garlic salt. I'd be careful with the garlic salt just because you want to control the salt at the end by adding salt. The chicken broth or the chicken base here has a little bit of salt in it, so I don't want to add any more salt at this point until we see where we are at the end. And we'll put our garlic in for about 90 seconds. Man, that smells good already. That's been long enough. We're gonna whisk in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. One to 2 minutes to get the flour taste out. And now we're gonna slowly add in our 1 cup of half and half with 2 cups of low-fat milk. And I've let this sit out and warm up a little bit. This is not going to take long. Many believe that baked potato soup originated in either France or Ireland. Interestingly, the potato was introduced in Ireland in the 1590s by Sir Walter Raleigh, and Louis XVI introduced the potato to France in the 1600s. But potatoes were not indigenous to Ireland nor France, and were cultivated by the Incas before the 1st century AD and brought to Europe by the Spanish in the 1500s. Potatoes were introduced to the United States in the 1600s, but were not popular until the early 1700s. Potato soup appears to trace its roots, pun intended, to the Andes Mountains in Ecuador. Our soup is just like a baked potato in a bowl. Okay, so we brought that to temperature. And now we're gonna put in the 2 cups of chicken broth. And then we're gonna simmer this about 5-6 minutes or until it gets thick. So we have it up to a simmer now, and we're just gonna wait until she thickens. All right, this is thickened up nicely. And we're gonna add the cheese a little bit at a time. This is the mild, 1 cup of mild cheddar. Shred your own cheese. It'll melt much better than if you use it in a bag. Now, can you use it in a bag? Of course, but this is gonna be a little tastier. It's gonna be smooth. On the sharp cheddar, I put more than a cup. And then we're gonna put the bacon and sour cream in there. Obviously save some bacon and some sour cream to garnish. All right, we're gonna put a cup of sour cream. Incorporate this well. Look how smooth that is. Now it's time to put the bacon in. I'm saving out some bacon for garnishing. This was 8 slices of bacon. It's nice and crisp. And the only thing we have left to put in our baked potato soup, our loaded baked potato soup, is the potatoes. Crush them a little bit as you put them in. I tell you what, these smell like baked potatoes. And we really just want to get those potatoes nice and warm. Look how nice and thick this is. That is creamy good. I'm going to turn it off the heat and just let this sit in here and continue warming up the potatoes. All right, so we're going to check for salt. We know we don't have any pepper in it. That's going to be good. It's just a touch of salt. Okay, and I've got about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Mix this up nicely. And we are ready to put this in the bowl. Look at that. This is hearty right here. And now it's time to taste. All right, here we go. Get a little bit of everything. Make sure you get a potato.
I don't think everybody needs to see the inside of our pantry door.
Oh, it's so hearty. It's creamy, it's cheesy, there's bacon, chives. The baked potatoes taste like baked potatoes. They taste baked. That's what I really want to say. They taste baked. I'm happy with it. Come have some. Isn't that good?
That's like a whole meal
Yeah,
in a bowl.
this is absolutely a meal. Absolutely a meal.
That's fantastic.
I'm happy
I
with
like
it.
that a lot.
I had a little trouble with the roux getting it all. I had little lumps, but I got that worked out. One day I'll learn how to do that. Any rate, if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That helps my channel. And tell me what country you're from. Put it in the comments. Tell me what state, what city. I'm just interested in seeing where everybody is that watches my channel. And I'll see you next time on
While you're in the kitchen.